All right, so I'm going to give my thoughts on the official trailer for Alien Earth. Now, I never really talked about the other teasers or what have you because they're really only a minute long and really didn't give you much. So I wanted to wait until we got an official trailer for the series. And I have to be honest, I'm liking what I'm seeing. And as shitty as 2025 has been so far, geez, it's only been 6 months. I will say that, between Predator Killer of Killers, which is coming out tomorrow, and, this and another Predator project, all in the same year, after we thought the AVP universe was basically, the Alien Predator universe was dead, it's really nice to see a world where it's still, it's now, back in motion, and now we could get a proper Alien versus Predator movie. I'm just saying, the bar is so low in Alien versus Predator that isn't the comics. You can only go up from here. Anyway, so Alien Earth, as you all know, is a prequel series that will be set, I think, 90 years before Alien. 90, or is it? I think it's 90. I think it is somewhere 60 to 90 years before Alien. And essentially what it is that a ship has crash landed in what is known as Prodigy City, which I gotta be honest, I am not feeling that city name. I'm not really feeling. That feels like a bad indie comic. It feels like a bad indie comic name for a city, for their superhero Captain Starboy 5000, Son Goku thing. That feels like that's kind of name, but maybe there's a meaning to it, because we do know at the opening of this trailer that we see this young woman her mind is transferred into a synthetic. And I think that's really cool that we're seeing this kind of transference between, mental to synthetics, and also give more to the synthetic lore. I'm always a fan of seeing that. And I know some people are so we're just doing mind transferences into robot bodies and we still have space truckers? Yeah, and admittedly, when I first saw that, I was I don't know how I feel about it, but then when I sat on it and thought about it, I was it really kind of showcases. And again, this is why I kind of understand where Ridley Scott was coming from with Prometheus, in that this kind of technology is saved only for the elites, only for people, and it's very clear this woman is being used as a science project. So it's very clear that there's that wealth gap that has always been showcased in Alien. So you can have all this wild sci-fi, but that's only for the rich. That's only for, if you're a science experiment gone awry. And meanwhile, we got also space truckers, because you're not gonna, you're all talking about the bonus situation. So that's why I kind of defend it. Now, if we get into cloning and things like that, I'm gonna have a little bit of a problem. I think it might be a take, or we do some really wild shit time. I swear to God, if I ever see time travel in Alien and Predator, it's gonna bother me to know. It's gonna be okay, we're not doing that. I don't know why. I just I'm cloning. It would take me a bit, because I could see the idea of it with xenomorphs, and also obviously we've seen xenomorph human hybrids and whatnot. But for some reason, time travel is not a thing I ever want to see in Alien and Predator. Between all the other science fiction stuff or I never want to see multiverse or time travel. A few other things, but those are the two I never want to see in an Alien and Predator franchise. I swear to God, I will immediately cry. I will be so pissed if we get oh, it's a Predator from another universe. I'm so out. Anyway, getting back to this, we go back to Prodigy City. Still not a fan of the name. And the ship crash lands, and what it's revealed is that this was a cargo ship from an alien life form containing experiments from, or rather, specimens contained from other parts of the galaxy. So we're not just getting xenomorphs, we're getting other specimens, which I think is kind of cool. Like, we've always seen in Alien and Predator lore that the Xenomorphs and the Yautja weren't the only alien species out there. There were other creatures that some of them could compete with the Xenomorphs. Some were even like considered like the earliest form of like the apex predator against the Xenomorph. So I really do like that. I really do like the idea of like, you know, seeing other creatures, and also other creatures, and one of those obviously is the Xenomorph of these 5 aliens. So, and we're probably also going to see the evolution of the Xenomorph, probably like face hug someone. And I do find it interesting that we get what looks to be like shots of other species of Xenomorphs. It looks like we have a drone, or as we know, the Runner from Alien 3. You clearly see one of the Warrior class in several shots. And I think we see just a new variation of the Xenomorph who probably like face hugged one of these other creatures. Which, again, I'm really excited at the idea of, you know, it doesn't really mess with the lore because, again, we're seeing more different species that have contended with Xenomorphs, and more than likely the Yautja as well. So to have those is really cool. I also really like the idea, and it also seems like it's taking a bit of the Marvel Comics Alien as well, of like when the ship goes down, the synthetics are sent in because, like, well, we're stronger than you and all that. And it does remind me of a comic story arc that was done by Philip Kennedy Johnson. I think that was the end of his Alien run, where essentially a city goes dark from a Xenomorph invasion, and they send in this squad of synthetics to find out what happened. It reminds me a lot of that. So, yeah. I'm really excited for this show. It looks like it's taking a lot of the horror aspect. It's expanding more of the lore. And could we see a Predator? Like, could we see, like, references to Predator? I imagine with all the hype, I would not be shocked if Disney made a reference to at least Yutani. I would not be shocked if we got that. I also think we could get a solid reference to, like, maybe some of the technology they find is from a Predator, like from like one of their spears or their masks. I wouldn't be shocked if, like, in the episode they're like digging around the ship and one of the things they recover is like the mask, at least like a helmet. Because we do know Weyland-Yutani is going to be in Predator Badlands, and I'm going to play a little tin hat foil moment real fast. I don't normally do these, but I'm going to give you a little tin foil hat moment. In that trailer, maybe I misheard it. I will say that I think I may have misheard it, but I thought I heard the sound, like the Predator, like clicking sound, you know, they're famous for making. I feel like I heard that in the trailer. I don't know if that was just sound effects that sounded similar, but it really did sound like that. So maybe we could get a Predator in here. Maybe we could get a Yautja. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited for this show. Can't wait for August. And yeah. Anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of the trailer for Alien Earth? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.